In the traditional recipe for lasagna by Auguste Escoffier in 1903, it doesn't fucking exist because it's not French. So you look for lasagna, which tells you to look for macaroni napolitaine, which tells you to look at estouffade de bœuf with extra tomatoes. First of all, you will let your tomatoes rot in the sun for 4 days. Then you will peel some carrots. You will also chop up some celery. Don't make small pieces because this is a villager recipe. Nobody gave a fuck back in the day. It's a ragu bolognese. You just put whatever the fuck you can find and afford. Then you will put some butter in the pan. Start by sweating your carrots because they're harder than the fucking onion. All the geek chefs will tell you, put the onion first. Don't listen. You listen to me. Then chop the onion. And once again, don't waste anything. You're a poor villager with no money. The ass of the onion should look like this. Absolutely no flesh anymore. You can then sweat the onion. And after a couple minutes, throw in the celery. After at least 5 minutes of sweating, you will then be able to add your tomatoes. You think villagers peel the fucking tomatoes? Absolutely not. They eat the tomato with dirt supplement. Then you fill it up with some water, but not too much because remember, tomatoes are 99% water. So as they cook, they will break down and the water level will rise. After 30 minutes cooking with the lid, it will look like this. Now have some fun and pop the tomatoes so the juices get out and you can then caramelize them. You will then let all the water evaporate on low heat. After a couple hours, it will look like this. You need basically all the water to evaporate so that the sugars can caramelize. Then you grab your meat. This is literally a rotten piece of chicken because you're a broke villager, along with a piece of brisket and also a little bit of tail. The Italians will say, yeah, you need to put some pork, but you are a poor villager. You couldn't afford pork this month. Chop up your pieces, which you will then brown in duck fat, because browning in olive oil means you kill your olive oil. Fill the whole surface, make it as even as possible for nice browning, and after 5 minutes it will look like this. You can then flip everything around and repeat until all faces are brown. Now take out all the brown bits at the bottom. You will deglaze it with some red wine and make sure to scrub the bottom of the pan with a wooden spatula to get all the brown pieces in the liquid. Then you add your dehydrated tomato sauce. You add 1 cup of water so that everything is nicely submerged. Make sure all the meat is submerged. Then you let it cook for as long as you want on low heat with a lid, at least 3 hours. I literally forgot it for 18 hours. Then you grab a lasagna dish. You lay some ragu at the bottom. Then you put your first layer of lasagna sheets, which you can by the way hydrate. Hydrating all your sheets on the side will help you cook it much faster. Then for sauce bechamel, you will melt approximately 1 egg of butter and add the same amount of flour. You will mix it up and cook it without browning it. We need to cook the flour. You can leave it a little bit like this and then start mixing it up again. After cooking for 3 minutes, you can incorporate some cold milk. Mix it up so it's homogeneous. If you make your whole kitchen dirty, I'm proud of you. You will then notice that the hotter you get, the thicker it gets. Bring it to a boil and it's finished. You can then sauce your lasagna, put more ragu, put some lasagna sheets, put some ragu, put some sauce, put some sheets, put some ragu, put some sheets, put some sauce, make it beautiful, and then put some hand-grated Parmigiano Reggiano. Put it in the oven sideways on 170 degrees for 30 minutes, and then serve it up. This is better than the Italians make it.